Taxi operator charged with raping 16-year-old girl in St. Elizabeth. A taxi operator has been charged with the abduction and rape of a teenager girl in St. Elizabeth on December 24, 2023. He is 60-year-old Roy Mark Allen of Downs District, Watson Hill, Manchester. The police say that the 16-year-old girl took the accused man's taxi in the town of Junction, St. Elizabeth, and after he dropped off other passengers, he turned off the road onto a dirt lane in Turnatop District. The police say he then forcibly removed the girl's clothes and raped her. A report was made to the police, and following investigations, Allen was picked up and subsequently charged with rape and forcible abduction. There is sufficient evidence. Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of crime Fitz Bailey has said there is sufficient evidence to prosecute former Member of Parliament Jolan Silvera for the death of his wife Melissa. Mr. Silvera was picked up Thursday by detectives attached to the Major Investigations Division. DCP Bailey said he was taken into custody as a suspect following consultation with the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution. Melissa Silvera was found dead on November 10. Initial reports indicated that she died in her sleep, but the police opened a murder investigation after an autopsy later revealed the presence of bullet fragments in her body.
On November 10, 2023, about 7 a.m., the police initially responded to what appeared to be a death investigation at the residence of Jolan and Melissa Silvera. After the autopsy report, it was revealed that Mrs. Silvera had not died from natural causes, but as a result of possible gunshot wounds. As a consequence, the police elevated the investigation into a murder investigation. Despite public speculation, the Jamaica Constabulary Force, in its commitment to transparency, swiftly launched a thorough investigation to address any concerns of a cover-up. For transparency to be maintained, the matter was reassigned to the Major Investigation Division, MID. Several lines of inquiry were drawn during the investigative process, and having satisfied ourselves that there is sufficient evidence to mount a viable prosecution, as a consequence, consultation was made with the offices of the Director of Public Prosecution, who concur with our findings. Jolan Silvera, the husband of the deceased Mrs. Melissa Silvera, has been taken into custody as a suspect in this case. This significant development is a testament to the dedication of the JCF in serving the public and upholding the principles of being a force for good. The JCF remains resolute in its commitment to transparency, justice, and public safety. We understand the concerns of the public, and this update is provided to assure that our work is ongoing and focused on seeking the truth. I extend my deepest gratitude to the key stakeholders who have played pivotal roles in the exhaustive and meticulous process of unearthing critical evidence. During the investigation, several lines of inquiries were explored with the support of several entities. These entities include the Institute of Forensic and Legal Medicine, the offices of the Director of Public Prosecution, the Major Investigation Division team, Counterterrorism and Organized Crime, CTOC, the Technical Services Division, TSD, National Intelligence Bureau, NIB, the St. Andrew North, CIB, the Era 5 Crime Officer, the ACP and team from CIB headquarters, and all other key stakeholders. We encourage anyone who may possess valuable information related to this investigation to assist us in our pursuit of justice. Your cooperation is critical in helping us to better piece together the puzzle. Your trust and collaboration play a vital role in upholding the values of justice and security that we strive to provide. Together we can ensure that our communities remain safe and justice prevails. If you have any information, please contact our dedicated hotlines at 119-311-811, the Major Investigation Division at 876-758-5048, or visit our nearest police station.
Indigent Westmoreland senior citizen to get new home from government. 95-year-old Alfonso Bruce, a resident of Russia in Westmoreland, is set to benefit from the government's indigent housing program, under which he will be provided with a new home. The initiative, which is administered through the Ministry of Local Government and Community Development Municipal Social Assistance Program and executed by the Poor Relief Department, is designed to address the housing crisis among the poor and most vulnerable. During a visit on Wednesday to Bruce's current home, which has fallen into disrepair, Portfolio Minister Desmond McKenzie told reporters that the ministry's technical team and the Board of Supervision have been instructed to commence investigations into the resident's case immediately. There is no way somebody of this age in this parish should be living in this condition. It is not fit for human beings to be living in, and I am going to do everything as quickly as possible to ensure that we build something so that his caregiver and himself can have a decent roof over their heads, he stated. Mackenzie indicated that Mr. Bruce should be listed as one of the parish's registered poor if the municipality has not already done so. If he is not on the Poor Relief Department's list as a registered poor, I am going to be instructing the Westmoreland Municipal Corporation to commence the paperwork to get this man on the list so that his needs can be attended to. The minister emphasized that more should be done to aid the indigent in Westmoreland, noting that there is a sufficient funding program to support poor relief programs in the parish. Westmoreland is in the top 5 parishes that receive more funding than most parishes for poor relief support, he added. Mackenzie's assessment of Mr. Bruce's home formed part of his work visit to the parish, which includes stop at the White House, Negril and Savannah Lamar markets, a newly repaired stretch of road in the Big Woods community and the Sheffield Cemetery. Man freed of murder of St. Catherine businessman. A St. Catherine man accused of being a contract killer was yesterday freed of the murder of a businessman after no case submission was upheld. Senior Parish Court Judge Desiree Allen ruled that a prima facie case was not made out against Kerry Rutherford. His attorney argued that there was no nucleus to connect his client to the murder of 39-year-old businessman. The businessman was found dead following a break-in and robbery at his premises along Featherbed Lane in Spanish Town, St. Catherine in July 2018. He was tied up and reportedly stabbed. Following an investigation, Rutherford was arrested in October 2023 and later charged. Meanwhile, Rutherford remains in custody as he has a case before the Crown Court in relation to the shooting death of an American woman, Shernette Hammond, who was returning from a funeral. $144 million rehabilitation for Holland Estates, the Bounty Hall roadway in Trelawney. Ground was broken yesterday for Phase 2 of the Martha Brae to Springvale Road Rehabilitation Program. This will see works being undertaken on the corridor from Holland Estates to Bounty Hall. The project will cost $144 million and will take 5 months. I am pleased to break the ground for this second phase of an $800 million road rehabilitation project in northern Trelawney. The people in the surrounding district deserve good roads. I make a promise that Phase 3 will follow shortly after this phase is completed, said Minister with Responsibility for Works Everard Warmington. Incomplete file starts case against Tradewind Citrus for a Cobra oil spill. The case involving the National Environment and Planning Agency and Tradewind Citrus Limited related to last month's oil spill in the Royal Cobra in St. Catherine has been put off until March 23rd. When the matter came up for mention in the St. Catherine Parish Court on Tuesday, it was revealed that the case file was incomplete as several statements are outstanding. Tradewinds was charged for breaches of the Wildlife Protection Act following the oil spill on December 11, 2023. The company owns the Jamaica beverage plant from which the oil was emitted. Woman busted at airport after cocaine found in milk packages in her luggage. A woman who was attempting to board a flight to London, England, was arrested on Wednesday at the Norman Manor International Airport in Kingston after 4.8 kilograms of cocaine was found in her luggage. The drug had an estimated street value of US $144,000. The police say the woman checked in to board her flight about 5 p.m. The cocaine was discovered concealed in milk packages in her suitcase at the security checkpoint. She was subsequently arrested on reasonable suspicion of breaches of the Dangerous Drugs Act. Her identity is being withheld pending further investigation. Jamaicans urged to be hopeful despite societal issues. Pastor of the First Missionary Church, Reverend Omar Morrison, is appealing to Jamaicans to be hopeful amid the issues facing the country. Morrison, who was delivering the main address at the 44th Annual National Leadership Prayer Breakfast on Thursday, said citizens must come together to build a better Jamaica. Our society, my brothers and sisters, need to be rescued from this hopelessness and this madness of which we have pictures right across the nation, he said. He cited that the nation needs to be rescued from areas such as guns and violence, injustice, lewd music, and online overexposure of children. There is hope for Jamaica because the God is alive. There is hope for Jamaica because the church is alive. There is hope for Jamaica because there are citizens home and abroad who are not surrendering to a so the system set mentality. There is hope for Jamaica because there are people all over this country who believe that we can overcome and are prepared to work to overcome. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.